Leonardo Notarbartolo had rented a sparsely furnished office for approximately $700 per month in the Antwerp World Diamond Center. This was the first part in Leonardo's plan to rob the world's most sophisticated diamond vault. He created access to a safe deposit box located in the main vault. This gave him a tenant ID card, which offered him 24-hour access to the building. To map out the building's security systems, Leonardo visited the Diamond Center frequently, and the security guards eventually became accustomed to his presence, and thus didn't take note of him. Over a period of 18 months, Leonardo learned the ins and outs of the center and vault. Using a camera pen, he could take pictures without getting noticed. According to Leonardo, all these pictures were sent to the mastermind of the operation, a diamond dealer. He also told the mystery dealer that the heist seemed impossible. After 5 whole months of no contact, Leonardo finally got a call back.
Come to this address outside of Antwerp. I want to introduce you to some people.
The address the dealer sent led him to an abandoned warehouse. He met the dealer and was led inside. When entering the building, Leonardo saw a massive structure covered with black plastic tarp. Without any word between the two, they lifted the cover and ducked under the tarp. Leonardo suddenly found himself in a complete replica of the Diamond Center's vault level based on the pictures sent by Leonardo himself. Everything was there. The vault, the cameras, yeah, every single detail was counted for. Inside the vault, there were 3 Italians having a quiet discussion. They would become his partners in crime. Even to this day, Leonardo refuses to give out the names of these 3 men, only referring to them as the genius, an expert in alarm systems, the monster, a muscular man that was a monstrously good lockpicker, electrician, and mechanic, and the king of keys, an older man said to be among the best key forgers in the world. Throughout the next couple of months, they would plan out and repeat the heist till perfection. The day before the heist, Leonardo was able to swiftly spray hairspray on the thermal motion sensors, making any movement harder to notice. Leonardo was the designated driver for the heist. He sat in a getaway vehicle nearby, carefully listening to the police's radio. To avoid security cameras as much as possible, the team made their way into the building through an abandoned office that shared a private garden with a diamond center. Passing through the garden, they made their way to one of the center's balconies via a ladder. They quickly made their way through the building to the antechamber where they covered cameras with black plastic bags, allowing the team to turn on the lights. They were now in front of the vault. The vault had a magnetic lock. Exactly how this lock works and how the genius disabled this is beyond my understanding, but at least know that it's something to do with magnetic fields and a custom-made aluminum plate. To open the vault, you also had to have the vault key. The King of Keys managed to make an exact replica of the impossible-to-duplicate key, based on video footage from the vault. Before opening the vault, they turned off the lights again, to avoid activating the light sensors. In complete darkness, the monster made his way to the middle of the room, having practiced the number of steps in the replica vault. Reached up to the ceiling and pushed back a panel. Here he patiently stripped the wire's plastic coating and attached a new piece of wire to disable the sensors in the safe deposit boxes where the valuables were stored. In complete darkness, the King of Keys used a hand-cranked jack to break the locks on 123 out of the 160 safe deposit boxes. The valuables were then transported out of the building in duffel bags. The team left the same way they came, at 5:30 in the morning of February 16th. After the robbery, the team had to dispose of all the evidence of their plans. The idea was to burn it in France. Leonardo and his friend Speedy were in the act of transporting the evidence when Speedy suddenly became overcome with panic, insisting that they instead should burn it in a nearby forest. While Leonardo burned his own evidence properly, Speedy thought he heard someone coming and suffered a panic attack. Fearing to be spotted, he threw the trash in a bush, and the 2 men speeded away. A local hunter called August von Camp, who owned the land in question, found the rubbish and reported it to the police. When mentioning that his findings included envelopes from the Antwerp Diamond Center, the police immediately investigated. In the rubbish, they found among other things a receipt for a sandwich purchase at the grocery store near the Diamond Center. The receipt also revealed when the purchase was made, This made it possible to find the security footage from the purchase, and there he was, Leonardo. One of the most skilled thieves and social manipulators of our time, who orchestrated the seemingly perfect crime, was found because of a salami sandwich. During his trial, Leonardo remained enigmatic. He revealed just enough to keep the press interested, but not enough to close the case. Though Leonardo himself never exposed the identities of the other culprits, all but one have been found. Speedy, the anxious and paranoid man who recklessly scattered evidence, is most likely the nickname of Pietro Tavano, the monster. The muscular lockpicker, electrician, and mechanic is most likely the nickname of Ferdinando Finotto, the genius. The expert in alarm systems is most likely Elio de Honorio. And lastly, the King of Keys, who was never found or identified. Leonardo served a total of 10 years in prison, while everyone else got 5 years each. In total, $100 million worth of loot was stolen, and most of it was never found. So please let me know in the comments what you think happened, and until next time, stay curious.